I was surprised that I've seen a lot of people here that I know through the years that I'd forgotten about. It's good to see you all again. For those of you that don't know, I'm Dana Gibson. Mel Mallin and I have been partners over the past 33 years. Most of our work took place in the River Market neighborhood just across the river from you. We were the first to convert lofts or industrial buildings into apartments. And we specifically developed for the arts community originally and ended up developing for the broader community of so-called normal people. So we've been working in the River Market converting bricks and wood into new uses. But we quickly discovered that two things. One, there was a lot more that needed to be done than just building buildings and repurposing them. Thank you, John. There was an issue of community, and at that time the River Market was basically vacant except for some industrial uses, and we had to work to reestablish a need for community in the city's mind. And we had to remind the city that they needed to make investments in the River Market neighborhood. Well, today, fast forward to this moment, and we're basically running out of space in the River Market area and in downtown. The land is in high demand, apartments are being built. We're currently in the midst of a growth where we're expecting to go from 2,400 people today to about 4,600 people in 24 months. What does that matter to North Kansas City? Well, you're already experiencing a bit of a boom over here. The awards that you're recognizing the growth of businesses in your community today, that is a reflection of the strong economy, but it also reflects the fact that you are the best kept secret in downtown Kansas City right now. North Kansas City is uniquely poised to do some really great things, and I think you're going to, but I want to plant in your mind some ideas of what that might look like. You know, the two Johns that have just spoken, and they've talked about what's happening with repurposing of your industrial facilities here. Well, industrial isn't going away. People are doing business, and you've got buildings here that have continued life and need, and for the reasons that John laid out, businesses still want to be located here if those buildings can be brought around into uses that make sense for their business today. You're well located, and you're in the middle, excuse me, you're in the middle of a great community. It is allergy season. You have great highway access. You have wonderful public safety. You have a friendly city government here. And you have a lot of infrastructure in place that makes it a place where, as was just said, people who come to North Kansas City want to stay. Well, my position is that there are a lot more people who want to be here. And some of the industrial that you have today is not going to be repurposed. Some of that is likely to be taken down, and new housing will be put in its place. You're not going to completely change from what you are today. You're going to become something very different. But I think housing is going to be a part of that future. You know, the apartments in Northgate Village, they're full. They have waiting lists. The new housing that's being constructed is being sold. Your housing that has some age on it, it's being bought up and renovated as well. But with the demand that's happening in downtown Kansas City, Missouri, you're becoming even more attractive. Have any of you noticed there are more bicycles running up and down your streets these days? It's these people are kind of stumbling upon you. They're coming across that wonderfully designed bike path on the bridge that crosses over, and you've become very accessible. And businesses like Cinder Block are being discovered by these people. you're still a well-kept secret over here, but you're being discovered more every day. And I guess the question is for all of you, are you prepared for the change and the opportunity that's ahead of you here? I think many of you are stepping up. As I look at what the Millers are doing with their properties now, it's very exciting to watch that sea change taking place. And the entrepreneurs that are choosing to be a part of your community. Well, the entrepreneurial community that develops housing is going to be looking your way too. And I hope you'll be ready to talk with them when they arrive. So there are two things that I recommend at this point. Based on 30 years of struggling to make change happen, you're in a unique position here to allow and embrace change as it comes. And one of those things is to get your name out there in a new way. I find when I talk to people in North Kansas City that oftentimes people don't recognize that the general Kansas City area does not know where North Kansas City is. And I know it's hard to believe, but when I talk with people about North Kansas City, they say, oh, you mean up where Stroud's is, or Worlds of Fun, or Zona Rosa, or Briarcliff? And I have the conversation where I explain what the boundaries are of North Kansas City, and the rest is Kansas City North. I would recommend that you have a concentrated effort to make yourselves known. And you've got such a great story, and it needs to stand out. And it doesn't take $1 million advertising program to do that either. There are small ways. You insert it in everything that you're doing. And one of the great secrets that I can share with you all today is what we've done in the River Market and throughout downtown Kansas City, Missouri, to affect change, and that's to work together with not-for-profits that are available in our community. And there are a lot of not-for-profit entities that include the AIA, the American Institute of Architects, who we've worked on programming together to better our community. KCDC, which is the Kansas City Design Center, which is a not-for-profit that works with K-State and KU, graduating classes of architects and urban planners, and put them on projects for a semester within various parts of downtown. Well, some of these entities, if you bring them in and invite them to be a part of your progress in the community, I think you'll find that you'll have ready partners available to come in and help you to see the best that you can possibly be. Because North Kansas City deserves to have every opportunity taken. And you're doing great things yourself, but open yourselves up to what's out there to take advantage of to help you in that path. Wish you all the best. Thank you.